It's a very tough injury to come back from, that kind of injury. I don't know the severity of it, but if he has broken his jaw, you know, it's a tough one to come back from, but he's a crazy fucker. We take our hat off to him.
Inside reports suggest that following their intense heavyweight battle, Daniel Dubois made a personal visit to Fabio Wardley, while Wardley was still in hospital recovering from the damage sustained in the fight. The gesture reportedly caught Wardley off guard, given how recent and brutal their clash had been, but it highlighted Dubois' sportsmanship and respect for his opponent. Even after such a physically punishing encounter inside the ring, both fighters demonstrated that there is genuine mutual respect between elite competitors, showing professionalism and class after pushing each other to the very limit in one of the toughest bouts of their careers. Don Charles praised Fabio Wardley after his tough fight, saying he proved his toughness, silenced criticism about quitting, and still has a bright future in the heavyweight division despite the loss.
Through the fights that he's been involved in, I mean, he's had a fantastic career, and I don't think this is the end of Fabio Wardley at all, but he showed that.
But I was surprised at the amount of shots that he took in the end, and that he wasn't out cold. That's what I was surprised about. You know, like I said, he's going to do very well to not get hurt in this fight. Unfortunately, he got badly hurt with his jaw. But
heavyweight world champion, he took the WBO title off Fabio Wardley, and can I just say, what a fucking tip.
Following the aftermath of the fight between Fabio Wardley and Daniel Dubois, serious concerns have been raised about Wardley's condition, with observations suggesting the punishment he absorbed could have long-term effects on his boxing career. While the commentator admitted he isn't medically qualified, he still questioned how much damage Wardley may have taken after such a brutal contest. Those concerns have only grown stronger with reports that Wardley is now recovering in hospital, highlighting
nobody could ever question this young man again. Yeah? All that quitting nonsense, nobody will ever question him again.
Two-time heavyweight champion of the world under you.
It sounds good, doesn't it?
It does.
There's more to come. There's more to come. We were in there with a very dangerous fighter in the name of Fabio Wardley. He should be proud of himself.
Frank Warren said Fabio Wardley needed careful medical checks and treatment after his fight with Daniel Dubois, highlighting how serious the damage was and why he required hospital supervision.
Listen, the fight was stopped in round 10 because his nose was bleeding so badly.
What's next to him? I'm hearing a rematch clause. If not, who do you want to see him fight?
Nobody wants to see the...
Frank Warren described the fight between Daniel Dubois and Fabio Wardley as an incredible showdown that exceeded expectations, praising both men for their toughness, resilience after knockdowns, and willingness to keep battling until the end. He also noted that while the bout delivered excitement for fans, it came at a serious physical cost, which aligns with Wardley's current hospital recovery and the intense damage both fighters endured.
He shouldn't be doing that, right? There he goes again. Now again, I'm no doctor, I don't know, but it does seem like that's a bit of an issue.
Derek Cazorla offered a sharp analysis of Fabio Wardley after his fight with Daniel Dubois, arguing that Wardley struggled with basic technical fundamentals and leaned too heavily on power punches instead of structured boxing. He pointed out that a lack of effective jab use allowed Dubois to manage distance and gradually break him down throughout the fight. These concerns have now become part of the wider discussion following Wardley's hospital recovery, with some questioning whether those technical flaws contributed to the damage he sustained and the resulting injury concerns after the bout.
Doctor examined him, give him some medication, but the medication he gave him obviously had to be
Buddy McGirt praised the intensity of Fabio Wardley's fight with Daniel Dubois, but noted that an early knockdown shifted Wardley's entire game plan. He suggested Wardley started relying too much on a single powerful right hand instead of using smarter combinations and tighter defense. Even with that criticism, McGirt still respected Wardley's toughness and heart, even going as far as calling for a rematch, showing that despite the technical concerns, Wardley's...
I said it, don't blink, it's going to be the most amazing few rounds. It was much better than that. It was just a phenomenal fight, phenomenal to watch, to witness and see these two guys, what they did bare in their soul, and Daniel getting off the floor and canvas and coming how he did, and it swung both ways to fight, and it was just
Daniel Dubois reflected on just how demanding his fight with Fabio Wardley was, saying he had to mentally push himself into a very dark and focused state to secure the win. He described the bout as a true test of survival and mindset, where staying calm under pressure became the key to turning the fight in his favor. His comments also underline how dangerous Wardley was in the ring, as even Dubois had to reset mentally and dig deep to cope with the intensity and punishment both fighters endured.
Fabio was not ready for boxing. There was no jab, nothing, looking for power shots. It's like he didn't train. He was busy commentating. Little bastard. He was supposed to fucking train in the gym. So how many jabs did Fabio chuck? Less jabs. He didn't chuck no jabs. He didn't do anything.
Dominic Engel praised the fight between Fabio Wardley and Daniel Dubois as one of the best he has ever seen, highlighting the incredible toughness shown by both fighters. He emphasized Wardley's refusal to quit even when exhausted and visibly hurt, while also acknowledging Dubois for maintaining his game plan under heavy pressure. His reaction also ties into Wardley's current hospital recovery, underscoring just how much punishment he absorbed in a bout that pushed both men to their absolute physical and mental limits.
Hell of a fight. I think the worst thing that happened was that knockdown in the first round. After that, Wardley was just looking for that right hand. No jabs, no defense, no left hook. Sorry, meat and chicken. You know what I mean? But it was a hell of a fight. He showed the heart of a champion, and I think there should be a rematch.
Fraser Clark described the clash between Fabio Wardley and Daniel Dubois as more of a brutal war than a technical boxing match, though still an entertaining fight that delivered everything fans expected. He praised both fighters for their toughness and willingness to trade under heavy pressure, noting Dubois' adjustments after the knockdown while emphasizing Wardley's bravery as the most striking part of the contest. Even with the defeat and Wardley's ongoing hospital recovery, Clark suggested that he has proven he belongs at this elite level and could return stronger with the right recovery and development.
It's like just to wake up, stay in reality, it's not slip. I got to dig deep. And as a warrior, you have to dig deep because got to go to that dark place and come out on top.
David Hay praised the heavyweight battle between Fabio Wardley and Daniel Dubois, calling it one of the most entertaining fights he has ever witnessed. He pointed to the non-stop action, raw bravery, and back-and-forth momentum that kept fans engaged from beginning to end. Hay said,
"It's one of the best fights I've ever seen. One of the best fights. Fair play to Fabio Wardley. What a hard man he is. He didn't want to quit. His corner didn't pull him out. And Daniel Dubois kept his composure. He kept his composure, stuck to the plan. He started to get a bit tired himself. He realised that Wardley has still got something in the tank. He kept pulling it out of the bag. He looked dead on his feet. But
both fighters left everything in the ring, which is why the bout is already being remembered as a classic. He also connected that intensity to Wardley's current hospital recovery, showing how such explosive heavyweight wars bring both glory and serious physical consequences.